Are you doing these 3 things that are limiting your gym potential and putting you in the 99% of weightlifters? So let's talk about them. So the first and the most important one is bad or short sleep. If you are sleeping less than 8 hours, you don't want it bad enough, which means that the gym is not one of your main priorities. Which is bad if you want to be really good in the gym and lift a lot of weight or build a lot of muscle. Because while sleeping, your body is developing, you're building the most testosterone in your sleep. When you sleep more throughout the day, you are going to be far more energized and more aggressive in your training. So, my advice is don't sleep below 8 hours. That is the golden rule. But if you want to maximize your strength and muscle gains and just feel amazing in your training sessions, you have to sleep 9+ hours of sleep, which I'm going to tell you the truth, which I struggle to get 9 hours of sleep. I only get 9 hours of sleep like every other day. Most of the other days I only get like 8.5, but I never go below 8 because if the gym is one of your bigger priorities, you just can't be getting under 8 hours of sleep. And if you are struggling to fall asleep, what helped me is that I've noticed that if I eat right before bed, like an hour before bed or half an hour before bed, I just can't fall asleep. I'm always turning around, always waking up. And when I stopped eating 3 hours before sleep, that's when I started having peaceful sleep. And when I woke up, I was feeling really happy and ready to get through the day and looking forward to my next gym session. And the tip that I can give you, which is said pretty easily, but it is not done so easily, is instead of watching videos on YouTube and trying to learn from like gym influencers like Jeff Nippard, Mike Israetel, I watch them too, but I try to minimize watching them in the evening because that is just going to shorten my sleep and make me more addicted to the phone. Because if it's like, for example, 9 p.m. and 40 minutes and you click on a video which is 30 minutes long and it's really entertaining because Mike Israetel and all of those other fitness influencers make really addicting videos, which I don't blame them. Just don't start to watch them before you sleep, because if you start to watch a 30-minute video and your bedtime is in like 10 minutes, then it will be really hard to click off that video and you will just want to get it watched all the way through. So don't watch that much YouTube videos before sleep and try to get at least 8 hours of sleep. If you get 9, you're just going to notice that you feel amazing, and just try it out, sleeping 9 hours, and see what it does for yourself. And the second bad habit is laziness, which means shortening your workouts, skipping your workouts, skipping hard trainings like abs at the end of your session or hard leg exercises. And just that mindset won't get you into the shape you want to. It won't get you to push harder in powerlifting, in bodybuilding, and it's just going to soften you. Because if you build up that habit like I did a couple months ago, like when it was summer and I just wanted to go out with my friends and I didn't want to do the boring core workouts that I had at the end of my trainings, which were pretty important, but I just didn't do them because I was lazy. And it can really get to you if you skip more trainings and start skipping core. Then you just won't have the performance you want to, because you'll just get softer and less disciplined. So try to always finish your workouts all the way through. Because if you want to make the gym one of your biggest priorities, you just have to dedicate more time to it. And the third mistake is having the wrong mindset, which somewhat connects to the laziness that I talked about, because being ambitious always starts with the mindset. And one thing that I heard, which was really important and which really flipped my mindset around, it's to develop a mentality or a new identity like you're a professional athlete. So always think of yourself like a professional athlete, even if you're not. It's just going to get you there, because every time you want to do a bad habit, like looking in your family's fridge and seeing some sugary or junk food stuff, just like unhealthy food, or while you are training, and at the end of the training you don't want to do those accessories like core, leg workouts, and you just want to skip them. But in that situation, you have to think about being a professional athlete. And you say, what would a professional athlete do? Would he eat the junk food, or would he grab some eggs and make like 4 or 6 of those and eat them instead of getting the junk food? Of course he would do that. Would he dedicate another 10 to 20 minutes of his time at the end of the training session to do some cardio, core, or leg training additional to your main trainings? Of course he would do that, because he's a pro athlete, so that probably means that he's one of the best. And you always have to have that mindset when wanting to do something bad or wanting to skip a training. You always have to think about your priorities and what would the professional athlete that you hopefully want to become do. And so aside of these bad habits, a lot of you might be skipping one habit that is mostly overlooked in bodybuilding, but most of the time in powerlifting and weightlifting. Most of the people overlook stretching and mobility, because like big powerlifters don't think about being mobile most of the time, or just regular gym bros don't think about being mobile. But if you don't stretch for half a year, 1 year, or 2 years in your training, you might not realize it in the start, but the tightness of your body is going to catch up to you. You will not regenerate as well as you should, or as well as you regenerated a couple months ago. It's just because your body is tightening up, and when the muscle doesn't have space to stretch, it just won't recover as well, because it just really tired and shortened from all of these trainings that you've been doing. And if you're not going to be stretching, your body will just get tight and you won't be able to progress. So if you can't touch your toes, that's really bad, and you should start stretching at least once a week. So I think it's not that hard to find half an hour from your week to dedicate to stretching. It might be hard on your discipline, but bring back the pro athlete mindset and just get it done. You can listen to a podcast or listen to some educational video just for stretching to not be that boring. And you can find a mobility routine on YouTube, or you can do one by yourself and just do the stretches that you know. Stretch the muscle that you feel is tight, and that I think that really should help with your recovery, and it also helped me. Yeah, stretching is another underrated part of your fitness journey. So you have to just stretch if you want to be really good and to optimize your regeneration. And another thing, if you don't stretch, for example in the squat, you will just not feel tight and you will feel just overall bad and weak, because you can't squat full depth and all of these short muscles are limiting you and you don't even know it. So go stretch out and sleep a lot. Don't be lazy and work out really hard. Don't skip any of the muscle groups, and think of yourself like you're a pro athlete. Always ask yourself, what would the pro athlete do? Alright, so I hope this video has helped you. If it has given you some insight, write it in the comments. I would appreciate the support. If you have any video ideas that I should record and that would help you, write it down in the comment. I will consider it. And if you enjoyed this video, then give it a like. Follow my channel if you want to see more gym content like this and improve your strength and powerlifting. And yeah, that's it. Have a nice day. Bye.